North, south, east, west of Deal Milk Gang. Y'all already know how it's gonna go. And to the people on their first time, welcome to It's Milk TV. Now come on, it's time for another reaction video. We about to log into this clip and see why rapper Lefty Gunplay wouldn't want his child to date a black male. So let's go. Let's log in and see what's the script. Come on.
Hey, can I ask you a question? I was gonna ask you, what's the difference between culture here out in LA versus out in the Bay?
Oh man.
Talk on it.
Oh
Better.
man. Right there. Okay, I want to ask you a question. This question was very hard. What is the difference between racial racial within right here and out there? Man, LA dog, if you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't. LA's racist. It's crazy, dog. Like race is a big thing. Like honestly, me myself personally, I'm not gonna come home or I'm not gonna let my daughter come home with a black dude.
Wow.
Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way it is out here. For my people, and like I'm sure if a black girl came home and with a straight SA dude, they're gonna be like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? In LA, it's like that. You know.
If a black girl or a black boy came home with a Mexican who they was in a relationship, they family would not be like, oh, why are you with this SA vato? They is not gonna say that. And I'm for sure that's facts. I grew up in a black household all my life. They is not gonna say that. But who is gonna say that? The Mexicans, they will say that. I got a homie named Slim, Tiny Slim, and I remember he was in a relationship with a Mexican girl. And she had came to him and said, hey, you know, I'm pregnant or whatever. And he like, okay, that's cool, you know, keep the baby or whatever. So I guess like a week or something go by and other people from her turf, her hood, start finding out. And one of the dudes from her turf used to mess with her. So he like, I guess she said that he found out that she was pregnant by the homie, and he started telling her, I'm about to go tell everybody that you rather have a baby with this black guy than me. I thought you were supposed to be pregnant with me. So, you know, like that will be an issue. Like if a Mexican girl come home with a black guy that she's dating, it will be an issue. But it's not going to be an issue if a black boy or girl come home with a Mexican who they in a relationship with. It's not gonna be no, oh, like, why are you with this SA? Who is this? They is not gonna say none of that.
For me to go and have a baby with a black girl, and you know, and I've never been with a black girl, but I've flirted with black girls, and shout out to the black, there's some beautiful black girls, but it's different. And just LA makes you like that, and you can't sugarcoat it and beat around the bush. I don't say the N-word in none of my songs. You will never find a Lefty Gunplay song where I'm saying the N-word. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Munchie B and Mariah and them in their podcast, man, on Street TV. I was watching it earlier, 4 hours ago. They're like, man, we appreciate Lefty not saying the N-word. Does it slip out sometimes with the homies? Yeah, because the homies talk like that all day. But does it spit it out? Yeah, because I'm an SA. I'm a Mexican. I don't talk like that. In LA, you're not going to sell up with a black. You know what I'm saying? A black's not going to sell up with a Mexican. Shout out to the blacks, because some of my most best friends have been blacks. But just...
Now, he's saying that he don't say the N-word in his music because he's just, that's not nothing he say. Like, he just don't say that. But I'm going to tell you why he really don't say that. He keep mentioning LA. He got to say LA County because he's not really from South LA, South Central, the east side of South Central LA. He's from Baldwin Park. Now, Baldwin Park is an area where I don't think no blacks really live. I don't think it's really no blacks out there, if I'm not mistaken. Like areas like that, like Baldwin Park, Hawaiian Gardens, Maywood. You know, it's certain pockets of LA County where it's majority of Mexicans. So why would you be saying the N-words? And what homies that you be around that they say it all day? It couldn't have been the ones in Baldwin Park, because why would they be saying it? They didn't grow up around the blacks like the Mexicans would have in South Central and, you know, like Compton or Watts. It's different, bro. But yeah, that's why he ain't saying it, because he's from Baldwin Park, bro. He didn't grow up around blacks like that. Stop. What are you doing?
The way the LA County jail makes you, it makes you racist because you're just with your people. You're either Sureño or you're Crip or Blood. You know what I'm saying? Or there's no whites in there really. It's Sureño, Crip or Blood. And you know what I'm saying? Just it always goes up over numbers, just like, you know, the black stripping on the phone or the and like black too strong and, you know, Sureño stress. Like it's just, it fucks with your head and it makes you think that that's the op. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way the jail.
Now I will agree with that. The Los Angeles, what are you doing? Stop. The Los Angeles County Jail will turn a person racist because it's so segregated. It's segregated down to the T. You feel me? Mexicans got their own area, the blacks got their own areas, whites, whatever. It's just everything is segregated down to the T. Now I do agree with that. Like, I mean, if you in there for a certain amount of time and you know it's friction between you and this other group of people, it might alter you a little bit to become a little racist. It just depends, like, to be honest, bro, but I don't know. But I do agree with that.
Is, and you got to be always on your toes because at the end of the day, I'm with my Mexicans, and that's just LA County Jail. LA County Jail segregates it so much that it makes you racist. But yeah, honestly, if my daughter, one of my family members, came home with a black dude, I'd be like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Where you find this for at? You know what I'm saying? Like, I really would be like that. Shout out to him. I never gave him no.
Now this is crazy. So he's saying if his daughter walked in with a black man, he'd be like, whoa, where did you get him from? Like, why he not keeping this energy with his career? Like, why is he not keeping this energy while rapping? Like, why is like mostly every feature he doing with a black artist? Like, why is he doing black podcasts? Like, why is he jocking black beats and bars and shit? Because it had been several situations where they said he done took bars from Oakland, up north, Northern California artist bars and stuff, bro. So I'm not understanding that. So your daughter can't date a black guy, but you could rap like a black guy. That is crazy. I'm not understanding that. This is like reminding me of what Swifty Blue said. You feel me? Of how he would never sign to a black record label. He just not doing it. He don't want to do it. He don't want to, you know. But I don't know. Like, to each his own. My daughter could date whoever she want, whoever. Well, not like whoever. Well, I'm saying any race. I don't care about that. But not any type of individual. But like any race, I wouldn't care about that.
Chance though but that's just the way it fucking is. If she brought me home to her fucking family's house to 60 Crip or 40 Crip or Frosty's Hood, Inglewood, families and all them, they're gonna be like, what the fuck? Where you find this, you know, this essay or this vato or this Python?
Now, if they do clown her a little bit, they just gonna be joking, like, oh, you with him or whatever. But they gonna be laughing and joking, but they are not gonna have no malice about the situation. I mean, granted, you do have like certain parents that probably just want their child to date and have babies within their race, but you know that kind of generation is kind of almost extinct, to be very honest with you. That was a long time ago. Nobody is thinking like that. And like I said, if a black woman or girl took you to their family house, they're not gonna have no malice saying, oh, you know, we about to disown you, or you about to catch a boot bop VP because you brought him here and that's who you in a relationship with, G. They is not gonna say that. And I can't even lie. Sit down. Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it just is what it is. But like I said, it happens behind doors amongst ourselves, like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm speaking it into light. But lately I've been breaking the barrier and I've been the only one that went on the Ace Boys world. Shout out to Pun and them and AD's community. So those are two big black platforms in LA, and I want to go do those platforms, and that really helped me gain a black audience, and the blacks fuck with me and they respect me because I'm not using the N-word. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't be using that word anyways, period. That word If you don't know what it means, it's a negative words towards black people. I got no right using that word. You know what I'm saying? Like that's out. So yeah, and I wouldn't want a black dude saying ese vato, vato, vato in every song. Jaina, serio.
Then what about you saying dead homies and on the hood and famous gangbanger? Because you got famous gangbanger from Jack 5. And Jack 5 is the same individual that you said in the county jail. Y'all was big chillin', big cool, like y'all was doing all type of stuff, bro. But that's like you saying that you shouldn't be saying dead homies and on hood and all this, like all in your videos and your songs, bro. This is crazy. Like, you don't say the N word because you didn't grow up like that, bro. In Los Angeles County, you could have been purple if you grew up out here. Then you more than likely would have been saying the N word, bro. And that's just is what it is. Is it right or wrong? It's probably wrong, but it's wrong for anybody to be saying it at the end of the day. But I'm just saying that's just what would have been the case. That what was the case. Nobody in my life really, all my life growing up, never really said, hey, you shouldn't be saying that word. Not that I could recall, man. I don't know. Maybe like a teacher at my school could, maybe, or something like that, probably, if I could try to remember, but that's a long time ago. But nobody, I have never got into a confrontation over saying that. So you just don't say it because you didn't grow up around people that was saying it. That was not a household word, bro. It just wasn't. That's why you really don't say it. But you got your PR and they telling you, say you don't say it because you know it's wrong to say and all of this. But he said he don't want nobody, that's like he don't want no black saying, Fato fool. Well, they probably don't want him saying dead homies and on the hood and famous gangbanger and all that, bro.
Be like, what the fuck? What's up with this fool? So it's just, it makes you like that, and it's good because it puts you on your game, on your P's and Q's, on what's right and what's wrong, and that's wrong for a Mexican to say that. But then again, some homies grew up around that type of environment and went to school with black people. To each is his own. But for me, I don't do that. And the racist problem in LA, yeah, it's for real. It really is like that. When you see a black person, it's like, what the fuck? And then when you see a Mexican person, it's like, oh, what the fuck?
No, that's what I'm saying. Nah, it is not like that in LA. If you see a Mexican, a black see a Mexican, they gonna be like, ah. Or if a Mexican see a black, they gonna be like, ah. It is not like that. It is not like that in Los Angeles. It is not like that in West LA. It is not like that in Compton, Linwood, Pasadena, Carson, am I forgetting anywhere? Inglewood, yeah, it's not like that, bro, but it is like that in certain places. Like, it's probably like that in East LA, Baldwin Park, places like that, bro. San Gabriel Valley, certain parts of Ontario. Like, it is certain parts of Los Angeles County that in certain parts of California, Southern California, that is like that. If a Mexican see a black, they could probably be like, but it is not like that in LA. You gotta stop saying that. It is not like that in LA, bro. What are you talking about? That is crazy. Say in Baldwin Park.
Especially in the SGV, there's not really that many black people. So when you see a black person in Baldwin Park, it's like, what the fuck? I swear to God, everybody be like, what the fuck? But shout out to the blacks. You don't give that black people a chance. You know what I'm saying? But then you got them blacks that I've ran into that are black for real, straight Mexican killer, da 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 da. Whatever happened with them, that happened with them. That's cool. I'm not like that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the blacks, man. I fuck with them, but yeah, that's a very hard question that I don't think will ever get solved anytime soon because just LA is just, if you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't. But it's a beautiful struggle, and we're working on it. That's it. It's different, homie. It's different. And LA, California prison system just makes you like that. And they fuck with your head. And I still feel like when I'm in jail, I'm with the homies. I'm not with the blacks. I'm not eating from the blacks. I cannot go to a black table and take an open container because I'm going to get my ass beat or smashed out for doing that. You know what I'm saying? It has to be sealed up. I cannot go buy drugs off the blacks. I can't talk to them.
Now that's crazy. He's naming off everything on the list that he'll get boo-bopped and he can't do. But he can do it on the streets, bro. I know you don't mix like the streets with incarceration, but I mean it is mixed and it's crazy. So you can't do all of that in there, but you could do all of that out here. I don't seem right or fair. Like what? That's crazy. So you can't do it in there, but you could do it out here. Okay, come on.
Use their phones, sit on their tables, use their toilet, their pisser, everything's segregated. So it just fucks with your head. And everybody goes to jail in LA and it just fucks with all their head. But that's the way it is, man. The rules were set in play for a certain reason, and to whatever that reason was, I obey by that. And yeah, that shit just really makes you kind of racist, man. It makes you look like, what the fuck? What the fuck's you doing on my toilet? You know, type of shit like, what the fuck, you can't cross through here. Hey, big dog, you gotta go around. And that's just the way it is. Like, hey, fool, what are you doing, big dog? You gotta go around, big dog. Like, it's crazy, but that shit is jail. It takes it back to the Rosa Parks days, like back in the day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, that's just the way the fucking LA is, man. It's ugly, but they put the rules in place for a reason. You know what I'm saying? But some of my best friends have been black people. I got no problems with no blacks. I fucking love black people. I do. Some of them are my boys. The streets is the streets. Prison's prison.
In my head, my opinion, his thoughts, the way he think, like saying, if my daughter came home with a black man, I'd be like, well, what are you doing with him? Like, he'll be tripping. That really don't got nothing to do with him hitting the Los Angeles County Jail. And it really don't. It got something to do with his upbringing, where he was raised at, the city where he was raised at. That was putting him before he hit the LA County Jail. In my head, like, that was because I told y'all I didn't see this situation in real life. It do take place, but it don't really take place on the black side. Like the black people is not like, oh, you got a Mexican, we don't want you no more, or we about to hurt you, and you like they're not gonna say all of that. But the way he think, like, that comes from where he was raised at. I mean, it got something to do with the county jail a little bit, but he was already thinking like that before he even hit the county jail, to be honest with you. He's from Baldwin Park. He got to start saying that because he keeps saying, well, it's racist in LA. If a Mexican see a black, they gonna look, and the vice versa. It is not like that, bro. Every hood, mostly, damn near every hood in LA is intertwined. It's a black hood with a Mexican gang subsiding in it, or vice versa. That's just how it goes for most of the hoods in LA. It's a few that don't. It's a few that don't. It's a few SA hoods that don't got black in it. It's a few black hoods that don't got no SA hoods in it. That's just how it goes. But for the most part, nah, it's intertwined. It is not like that. I know so many people that got mixed babies. I know so many of my homies that got kids with Mexicans, and some of my Mexican homies that got babies with black girls, and all type of shit. It is not really like that. It gets like that, but it's more like that when you in the street life, like when you banging and shit. That's when it really become like that, because them politics, bro. But not on the black side. It's not like that. But hopefully one day he wake up and, you know, he let his daughter date whoever she want to, just like he doing features with black people like he want to, so he can blow up in this music industry and he can get rich and provide a life for like his daughter in the future. Because I don't know if he got kids right now or if he do, to be honest with you. But I'm just saying, let her date whoever she want. You doing whatever you want. You doing features with black people. So if you doing features with black rappers, why she can't date somebody that's black? That's crazy, bro. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about the situation below. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I'm gonna log out. I'll log back in with y'all at the next video.